So a really quick and easy way to summarize this episode is that it's just a big prelude to Clark and Lexa getting married. They do get married. To me, that's what I saw anyways. They get married so hard, but we'll get back to that in a second. So this episode features the character of Lexa, the commander, quite heavily, and I love that because one of the most interesting parts, for me anyways, is the whole Grounder storyline. Just the idea that after the apocalypse, a whole new civilization has sprung up, and with a completely different culture, a different language, and they have different beliefs as well. These are things that I'm really excited to see more of, and we do get to see quite a lot of that in this episode, which I'm quite happy about. So most of the action is split between Mount Weather and Polis. It turns out that the farm station people that they met last episode have been located to Mount Weather. And the Arcas, for the most part, have actually been cautious about vacating that area because it's quite a sore spot for most of them. And they also don't know how the Grounders will react to them essentially moving into the domain of the enemy. So Echo comes back and is like, hey guys, you know the summit that's going to happen in Polis? That's a trap and you're gonna get killed, so I'm going to help you, let's go. Pike is like, dude, you're an Ice Nation person, I can't trust you. But Bellamy's like, hey bro, we're friends, she's cool, but she's not cool because she totally betrays them, and thus confirming Pike's idea that, hey, all Grounders are horrible and can't be trusted. God damn it, Echo. When Bellamy and Co. leave to Polis, Raven, Sinclair, and Gina, remember Gina, are left back in Mount Weather to try to figure out the launch codes for the missile. Unfortunately, the super shady Grounder is in Mount Weather and kills Gina. And the way he kills Gina is actually very similar to the way that, if you're not caught up with Game of Thrones, cover your ears because this is a spoiler. It's very similar to the way that Robb Stark's wife gets stabbed in the stomach in Game of Thrones, and it gave me a lot of Game of Thrones vibes. So the Grounder has got the codes written on his arm, he inputs it and blows up Mount Weather, including the farm station people who are residing there, if you remember, leaving only Raven and Sinclair as the survivors. So, in Polis, Clark is sort of a royal prisoner with Prince Rowan, and they get quite a nice treatment. She gets a fancy pimped out room, and they're allowed to roam around and make shady deals with each other to murder the commander, you know, that kind of stuff. It's really funny because they point out that Clark's been sulking in her room for a whole week without talking to Lexa. So they have this confrontation, and Clark is like, you left me to die there by myself. And Lexa's like, but did you die though? You didn't, so let's just build the bridge and get over it. And also, I want you to bow to me, which is, you know, obviously infuriates Clark quite a lot. So the whole reasoning behind the bowing of Clark to Lexa isn't necessarily romantic. It's actually a political move because one header is seen as a source of power. Her bowing to Lexa and then their people being joined together will give Lexa some power and also have the Sky people be under the commander's protection. And if anything, this episode really cements that Lexa has feelings for Clark. I don't know if anyone's ever doubted that, but surprise, she totally has feelings for her. And there's also that other parallel of both of them being told to kill each other. Rowan tries to strike a deal with Clark and is like, hey, you want revenge, I want revenge. I can't get close to her, so you should do it. I put a knife under your pillow. Okay. Whether or not Lexa will be completely loyal to Clark is apparently still up to debate, but now that Clark's people are technically her people as well, it seems like there's not really a reason for her to do any type of betrayal. And I just wanted to take a moment in this video to officially audition as the pianist for their wedding. So I'm available pretty much any day, and you guys can send me an email. How do they send messages in the 100 world? I'll send you guys a messenger, and please don't shove them off a balcony. Thank you.